Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are back in our Peterbilt with Smokey and the Bandit trailer. You know, the one thing I forgot to change was the rims. I forgot to make them chrome, like the truck. That's what I noticed last episode. But we got to pick up whatever we're picking up here. We're taking it a little bit farther. I believe it's like 300 something miles. Wow. Nope. I'm gonna bring it a little bit this way. Okay. Okay. Oh! Hit our trailer. That's what happens when you can't see. Oh. Can't see what you're backing. Trailer seems like it's... Alright, now let's check it. I still can't see. Just a little bit. There we go. Come on. Of course, it's not going to go backwards. I don't think there's anything over here. Somewhat okay. Pull forward and straighten it out. I don't like that at all. Alright. A little bit closer to this side. Green. Let's see what that looks like. Hey, pretty good. It's a little. My truck's a little bit crooked, but that'll have to do. Parking brake on, out of gear. Turn off the motor. Let's load up. All right, we're loaded up. We got nuts. I don't know what kind of nuts. Almonds, walnuts, peanuts, I have no idea. Almost 40,000 pounds, 39,309 pounds. We're going to Phoenix, FedEx in Phoenix, Arizona. Remains 14 hours, 40 minutes. We have 7.5 hours and 381 miles to go. So, get back in our truck here. Turn off our parking brake. It's gonna not be awesome getting out of here because it's the morning time. Turn off my flashers now. Stop sign? There's no stop sign. I guess technically. Hold on. Technically, we don't necessarily have to go left. It'll recalculating. A little bit on the curb there. That's going to have to work. We don't have a stop sign. We're revving the heck out of this gear. Yeah, I mean, I can always do that, but with the last job at FedEx, if we would have tried to go right to, try and get out of there, we would have hit an invisible wall. So technically, we couldn't do that on the last episode. But on this episode, we have the whole city, so we can technically go right and not have to deal with all that traffic that was there. Left. There's a golf cart over there. Is that just driving? It is. Hey, you can't drive. Maybe you can, I don't know. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen a lot of trailers, like what we saw in the public beta. Like the trailers, like Jeeps pulling golf carts and stuff like that, or trucks pulling campers, or whatever it may have been. But maybe they're just not in this particular area. I do want to head further. I do want to head out of Arizona, or out of New Mexico into Arizona, and then Arizona to California, and maybe take a trip up to Eureka or northern Nevada area, just so we can get closer to that area, even though the DLC is not coming out till October. The fourth. I don't know what happened there. Just do first gear. I'm floating right now, trying to. A little bit of grindage. I haven't touched the clutch. A little bit of grinding, but not too bad. Yeah, I have to downshift with the clutch. Alright, that's 6. So just floating gears, I get a little bit of grinding, but not much. Between 1,000 and 1,500 is when I like to switch. I guess it's always gonna grind. Unless you get it like right on. That wasn't too bad. We're going way too slow. Still going pretty slow. Hey. I do like how they get out of their vehicles now. Now when it comes to like a pullover, I want to, with the helicopter on top, I want to see what happens with something like that. If they have like their guns drawn or something. That'd be pretty cool, or not pretty cool, but for the game it would be nice to see a lot more interactions, like we just saw with the pullover, with the vehicle that was pulled over. Get off the phone, woman! So I went out to I had a doctor's appointment today, like I told you guys last episode. And wow, going off the road. So I had a doctor's appointment, and I saw like a couple cops on the road, and in front of me. And in California, where I live, you can make a right on red as long as you stop. So if it's a red light, you come to a complete stop, and then you can make a right on red. Now, when cops are behind people just like forget how to drive. I mean, it's happened to me a few times back when I was a lot younger, but now that I'm a little bit, now that I'm not 20 years old anymore, I'm a lot more, I'm not so like, oh, a cop is behind me. I gotta slow down for this just in case, you never know. Can't slam on the brakes, but hopefully it doesn't come down. I don't get so like super nervous like I used to. I mean, I get a little nervous sometimes, just depending on, I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. Me and police, we don't have the best relationship, just because they see me with all my tattoos and they just stereotype me. And a lot of people, I mean, that's a whole different subject, but so, hey, there's a road over there. So I was watching some people, and they, like I said, you can make a right on red, and people were just, the light was red, there was no cars coming, and I was like, go! I wanted to honk my horn, but whatever, I didn't do that. I wanted to, but eventually the car went when the light turned green, but it's like, they just don't get it, like, you forget everything about driving school and all the laws, and there are a lot more dirt roads out here. I wonder if you can go down any of them. That's a whole nother subject. Yeah, but I just don't understand some people. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see how old the driver was or who the person was. Because it was in front of me, so, and then there was a cop behind him. But we were all making a right, and I wanted, to keep going, and this person was just like waited to the green light. I'm sure cops that are in their vehicle, they probably want to honk their horn too, but they don't. I gotta take this message. See if I can text and drive. What is that noise? Oh. Come on. Should pull over. No. Okay. Now I'm not texting and driving anymore. I can get back to what I was doing. Yeah, that's so dangerous too in real life. It is illegal where I live to text and drive. What is this guy doing? Oh, his car's on fire. And he was outside that was cool. He was in front of his vehicle. I mean, that's not particularly safe. You should be on the side of your vehicle, but hey, I can't complain about it. They are implementing a lot more stuff. That's the rest area. People out here where I live in California, it's illegal to text and drive, and people have their phone, they have their phones on speakerphone, and they're just holding it in their hand, and they think that that's okay. Like, it's still in your hand, that's not, you're still going to get a ticket for it. In my car, I think in my last car as well, I had Bluetooth so I could talk through the speakers and whatnot, and they can hear me and I can hear them, and and if I didn't have a car that had that in it, then I would probably either get a new radio, because you can always upgrade to a better radio. But if you don't have the money, then, you know, wait till you get to your destination and then make the call. The call is not that important. Unless it's an emergency, then you can pull off to the side of the road and make that call. But you should never, ever text and drive. It's worse, like they say, it's worse than drinking and driving. People just don't understand that where I'm from. I mean, I'm sure there's laws where you guys are from, or, you know, my viewers out there, you guys probably have the same problem. I know in certain states it's still legal to talk on the phone and drive, but not to text and drive. So, yeah, I just don't understand it. I think we're on that new road that goes into, yeah, we're on the 60, the new road that goes into Arizona. Because normally, like I said before, it was only there goes that super fast biplane over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going way too fast. Why did you do a thumbs up? I don't have one. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And we are green, so we don't have to stop. I'm still all over the road because I'm trying to get my phone to lock. Hey, buddy! Relax. Jeez. Jeez. Interesting. Probably got a sleeping area over there as well. Whoa, pal. You need to learn how to fly. You're way too low. If you have like an engine failure, you're done. Not the last episode, but the second episode, we had that biplane. Super low. Let's see if I can. There we go. Switch it into low. Low gear. Let go of the gas and into high gear. I found a pretty, whoa, pal. I found an option for, if you don't want to spend $110 like I did on the shifter for the Eaton Fuller, the SKRS replacement. I found a cheaper option. I found it after, but still, if you guys want to get one, you can find them on eBay, or I don't think it's Amazon. There's another website, I forgot what it's called right now, but I know on eBay they have them. Whoa, pal. You don't have to slow down to 20 miles an hour. Well, now I gotta get over, because... Anyway, I found another option. It's $35, and it's basically two toggle switches. One on the left if your gear shifter is, if you're from the United States, and your shifter is on the right hand side of you. There is if it's on the right hand side, there's a toggle switch on the left hand side of the shifter, and in the front there's two toggle switches, so you can switch from, you can have your splitter be on a toggle switch in the front and have your range on the side. It's only $35. All they are is toggle switches that go up and down. So if you don't have the money, we're going through this light, I don't even care. So if you don't have the money to afford something like the $110 Simu-Ride shifter, you can get away with this toggle switch thing that's $35. You could probably make one yourself for a lot cheaper if you solder, if you have a solder gun and get all the parts on like Amazon. You could probably do it that way, but like I said, it's just toggle switches that are on a plastic mount that it's like a plastic mount made off of like a 3D printer, and it's pretty simple, but it gets the job done. If you, like I said, if you don't have the money to get the shifter that I have. I got over to this lane because it looks like we're going left, but it looks like the road also goes left. It just curves to the left. I thought we were making a left-hand turn. There's that. I think that's the T800, one we use for heavy haul. Yeah, that's what that is. Hopefully we don't have to make a right up here, because right here all we need is the Trans Am in the middle, and we can replicate the freeway scene where they hide the Trans Am between the semis. Whoa! Brakes, brakes, brakes. Are that close? Nope, not at all. Take up the entire car, I think we can. Right there. Can't even see the car. Get off the phone, woman! Hey, what is that? Oh. It's a trailer. I was like, what is that? A humongous grill? I mean, like a W900 super extended. Come on, go into gear. So every time I float gears, I grind a little. The Volvo still in the game, not having any problems with that, so that's good. A little bit of grinding seems to be happening no matter what. Floating gears. Don't know why that's happening. I don't know the perfect. I mean, I lose if I try to shift at 1500. By the time maybe I'm not doing it quick enough, and I lose too much RPM, and that's why it grinds. Got 169 more miles. I'm just making up for the last episode. The last episode was very short. I didn't think it was going to be so short, but it was pretty short. I'm going way too fast here. And helicopters? No, that's not a helicopter. What is that up there? Birds. Trying to get it down to 65 without touching my brakes. There we go. Get off the phone! Jeez. They need to animate you so that you don't just sit there. I was just thinking, maybe if they could get her to talk, but then I'd be like, shut up, woman! I know that's very rude, but it would probably get very, very old after a while. We're heading into, I believe, that same route that we took in episode 2. think we're gonna go through. We might go through Clifton. Now that I think about it. Yeah, the speed limit's 30. We're going 30. I can't complain. I mean, I'd probably be doing like 40, but then coming to big old turns, I'd probably slow it down. I don't remember how fast we were going when the last time we went down this road. What's over there? Kicking up dust. Nothing. Oh, it's way out there. Just like a dust cloud. A cloud of dust. Gas do we have? 3/4 of a tank. According to our tank, that thing is way backwards and upside down or something, because it looks like we have way over full. Yeah, that gas gauge is pretty messed up. I don't know why it's doing that. It did look normal in the beginning of this episode, I think. Is that the only one? Yeah, that's a fuel gauge. It's got the gas thing. 27 miles an hour. Yep, I feel it. Warm up our tires. Oh, there's an accident over here. That's what the smoke was probably coming from. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Now if they can implement damage to our vehicles, hey. No, I think I'm asking too much. But that's pretty awesome. Normally when there's accidents, you don't normally see, well, in the past, even in the public beta, I don't think there was any damage. Yeah, they're implementing a lot in this version. And I like it. I like that new city of Clifton, the mining city, or whatever it is. No, there's some more. It's just a dust cloud, I think. There goes some copper. Just stay in our lane and we should be fine. Yep. Of course, if the bus wasn't in the way, we would be flying. Because those cars would... I don't think the cars would necessarily go 30. Maybe. Or unless that's just ours. I have it set for... yeah, it's 55 for them. So does it change for us to 55? Yeah, it does. I have it set for... it to show truck speed limit, not car speed limit. Oh, we're going through dust cloud right now. Yeah, they're flying now. Gotta make a right up here. Pumping the brakes. So yeah, we have enough fuel, but probably in the next episode. Yes, we go. Like real drivers. Yes, we are open. Probably in the next episode, we're probably going to have to get gas. Or not the next episode, but probably the one after that, because, well, we have 3/4 tank. We're on realistic consumption, so we might have to get it. I mean, if we take the same routes, like or the same 391-mile routes, we'll burn through gas real quickly. I assume that we will. But if we continue to take little routes, then yeah, we should be good. We should be good on gas, but they haven't changed the fueling sounds. I'm sure they will update that mod soon, but I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it right now. I think it sounds fine to me. So, it's 5:14 p.m. in the game. Why are you doing that? Did you get over something? Am I missing something? I don't know what happened there. Could have been something that didn't load up for me, or they were just losing their minds. So at the end of this episode, I'll go over the highways that they added, even though, you know, we kind of looked at the map, but in the first episode or the second episode, I kind of just looked at the map, trying to see which ones look new, but I have a list of what they added. So I'll go over that at the end of this episode. Switch to high gear. Get off the phone, woman! Gosh! Breaker. Any pigs in the way? Or cops? What do they call them? I don't know what they call them on the radio. $65, we're going 75. Slow it up a little bit. What does that say? To get over? I don't know where we're at. I have no idea. Are we on the 10? We're going on to the 10. Oh, we only got 12 miles. We're getting on to the 10 right now. Okay. Slow up for this. This interchange is quite dumb. I mean, you can easily get in an accident really easily. I mean, there's no yield, there's no nothing. It's just those two roads just come together. So we're getting off at the Phoenix airport. Are we going to FedEx? Because we might be going to the airport. I think the FedEx is at the airport, but we'll see here. I haven't been to Phoenix airport in a while. Whoa, brakes! Hey, that was pretty close. Whew. Wow. We got super close. I was on the brakes like crazy. Doesn't matter. Fast or slow. Let's see if we do faster. Nope. Doesn't change no matter what. start off in low, low. Oh, you gotta skip gears. Skipping gears. Then again, I didn't really think about it because in our last episode we had a different truck with a different motor. So with this truck, it's a lot different. Hold on. Hold on. Is that hoods? I think this is just the regular FedEx. It would be awesome if we got the other one, but we don't. There's a FedEx at the airport that has an awesome delivery area. Okay, have to do a U-turn. We don't have no room in there. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got plenty of room. Going in blind once again. I'm going to stay to the inside of the truck on this one. I've been doing a lot of outside shots, and whether I do the outside or the inside, I tend to do the same. Alright, let's reverse one. How far are we? Yeah, we're pretty far. Alright, let's back this thing up. Not turn it too soon. That's what we seem like we're doing already. Yeah. Too soon, possibly. Unless we can. Yeah, we're a little too early. Go this way. Maybe get it from. Maybe not do it blind. Oh, we're in the same spot. Of course. Let's go from like right here. Wrong way. Perfect spot right there for the tire. Just follow back. That wheel ain't turning. Oh, that wheel does not want to turn the way I want it to. Still heading. Okay. No, wrong way. Wow. Whether it's outside view or inside view, I am horrible at this. How about right here? That one doesn't look too bad. It's green. Parking brake, out of gear. There we go. Only took about 55 tries. Turn off the motor. Hit enter. Excellent. 382 miles, 9 hours and 16 minutes, 73.8 gallons consumed, $17,345 with 855 XP. Alrighty. Do I have any jobs out of this? I know I could have went to that other one, but do I have any jobs out of Phoenix to Elko? That's pretty far. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go that way either. Nope. Prim, possibly Prim or Vegas. Prim, Vegas, not New Mexico. Barstow, Holbrook, possibly even Page. Just go north, and then from Page, maybe we can get a job to Nevada. I don't mind going north. I just don't want to go back the way we just came. That's north, that's south, that's south, that's north, that's Grand Canyon. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind this one either. This one has that really awesome backup spot. It expires soon. This one doesn't expire for a while, but when we load back in the game, hopefully those will still be available. So yeah, let me go over what they added, just so we're on the same. So they added the US 550 in New Mexico. So that, I think it's this one over here. No, that's a 529. 550, 550. They added this one here from Farmington to Albuquerque, between the middle there. The US 95 in Arizona. So this one here, which we've already been on. Or is that? No, this one here. The one that goes from Yuma to here. I was like, no, not that one. They added this one here. The US 191 in Arizona, which is this one here, this one, and then this one in Clifton. The 580 in Nevada, which is the 580. Where's the 580 in Nevada? This one here. No? How did we already go on this one? I-580 Carson City bypass, Nevada. Not exactly sure on that one. Unless it's talking about like this little area here. I really don't know. Remade and redesigned a few places, I-5, I-80 interchange. So the I-5, I-80, I-5. This one and 80. So somewhere around here they probably redesigned, well yeah, they redesigned the interchange. So the interchange is going to look different. The 53-foot trailers, 40 feet from the kingpin to rear axle, forbidden in California. So probably if we have laws on, we would get, if it's 40 plus feet from the kingpin to the rear axle. So if we had the tandems all the way to the back, or the wheels all the way to the back on a 53-footer, they would be forbidden on the 53-foot trailers in California. And then what else did they add? And they talk about how the modders will need some work to catch up with the redesign. of the trailer cargo logic, cargo data, trailer data, and the economy. And then trailer ownership, obviously, major UI changes, main menu, company management screens, and the dealership, job filters redesign, some of the old trailers discarded and redesigned, power airlines, we saw that in the beta, rendering speed ups, just the game speeds up a little bit more, I guess. Option for automatic parking brake. It's disabled by default. I think we turned it on. But those are the ones, those are what, so as far as what I went over in this episode, those are the ones that are new. And what I talked about in episode 1 or 2, I don't think, I mean, obviously is what I was just looking at by looking at the map. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit longer than the last one. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace out.